I give to you the Mantastic Four.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Mantastic Four podcast. Today we are going, what's going on, everybody? How you feeling, fellas?
Good.
I'm okay.
Man, shoot.
I'm feeling as strong as Chuck looks right now.
That's right.
I'm sitting in a bathrobe with a headset on. I don't feel
That's like every episode. Like Chuck's like just fresh out of the shower, drink it in, guys. This is what a real man looks like.
Everybody's like,
you have to.
Yeah. Everyone's like, what's Thanos doing in a bathrobe every episode? I'm like, I don't know. So today we're going to be
purple light.
So today, guys, we're going to be telling catfish stories. That's right. We're going to be going around the pen. Yeah, we're going to be going around and we're going to be telling everybody the stories about how we got catfish. So who wants to go first? Paul, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first.
Chuck, you want to go first?
No, Chuck's got. We kind of save Chuck's for last.
I gotta save for last.
Come on, I got one. Come on, I got one I could take back to 2001. I'll give you the full history.
Okay, real quick. Right. Let's go.
Right, real quick, Chuck.
Real quick. We're gonna kick this off, right? It's like 2001. World Trade Center fell. Like following summer, 2002. Going down the shore, single. My sister makes me a dating profile, right, on Match.com. And I matched with this cute little blonde chick, and we're like messaging back and forth. Mind you, fucking text messages don't exist. Okay, they were invented in 2004.
Match.com was around in 2001.
I'm pretty sure it was Match, yeah. And like my sister,
internet.
It was like a dial-up, right? But I was pretty sure it was Match. If not, it might have been the other one where it takes like 29 days to answer all the questions.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister builds me this profile. This cute little blonde chick is like messaging me. We're talking back and forth. Finally, I have a house down the shore with some friends in like Manasquan, New Jersey. I learned how to surf from like getting ready for my first bodybuilding competition. This chick agrees to meet me at noon, right? Doesn't have a cell phone at a pizza place, like right off the beach. And then there's this local police officer that I'm surfing with because I got a couple of boards at the house. He uses them during the week while I'm not down there. I'm like, yeah, come on. I'm going to go over to this pizza place. I'm going to meet this cute little blonde chick that I met online. It was like a sign of the times. I probably only had like one online hookup before then. I go there. I'm there with him. It's all like picnic tables and sand. He's standing in a pair of like board shorts with fucking six-pack abs. So I'm looking around for this girl everywhere. And all of a sudden, I hear Chuck. And we're both looking for her. We're looking everywhere. And like here again, like Chuck. I'm looking around, and then all of a sudden, and I'll give him a reference here that you can understand, Paul. Fucking Rikishi from the WWE stands up.
Oh my God!
6'4", fucking Samoan chick, right, in a bikini.
Wow.
I mean, and again, and she's just like Chuck, and like it still hasn't dawned on me yet that she's the blonde girl. I'm just like, this must be somebody I know from somewhere else. Right?
Wow.
And then she's like, are you mad? And it still hasn't clicked. I'm like, mad at what? And she's like, then I'm not the girl I sent you a picture of. And I'm just like, wow, what is this phenomenon? And then finally, like my friend's like pulling my arm. He's like, "Come on, let's go." Right.
Right.
And I'm like, I think I'm just gonna go back to the beach. It's not that I wouldn't have grabbed a slice of pizza with you anyway, but like, I just don't think I want to start this on a lie.
Right.
But I mean, this chick was like legit. She was Mallory from like Moran. It's like the Rock's character. She was just enormous. Like it was. I had not met anybody that this had happened to that date. I couldn't figure out why you would pretend to be a completely different human being. And it blew my fucking mind. So there you go. Got catfished in 2002, I guess.
Man, when it comes to social media, you could basically be anybody you want.
That's why you asked for that video call.
I'm telling you.
They didn't have video calls back then.
We didn't have that. We didn't have text messages.
Well, you didn't have that back then. Yeah, back then, no.
Yeah. Now you do. And anytime a chick answers the phone, hi, how you doing? I'm not ready yet. That's how you know.
I
That's how you
enjoy.
know.
I've had Indian guys trying to pretend to be like blonde chicks, and I'm like, bro, you need to get a better accent, man. And he's like, what? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, please just stop. It's hurt.
Hello, it's me from Tinder. No, it ain't. All right, Paul.
So I have a quick one like that it was like the very first like online meetup I ever did. It was before dating, sites even were available. I think it was like over AOL, and I was in like high school, and we used to go in these AOL chat rooms, and you could find people and
Really
go into a private chat with them and chat back and forth, right? And there was a gal who, this was like, it had to have been like the first time I ever met someone off the internet. And so I said, hey, my friend and I are going down to Hollywood Legends, which was a dance club in Denver at the time. And you could go there if you were, I think 18 and up. And so I was like, hey,
we're enter, 21 to drink.
Right. So we went in there. I said, well, I'm going down to Hollywood Legends. I think it was Hollywood Legends. It doesn't matter. One of those fucking places in Denver. And I was like, do you want to meet up? And she was like, yeah, let's meet up. I'm like, oh, great. And at that time too, you didn't even see their profile picture. So it's not really like technically a catfish, I guess, because you just didn't know who you're meeting. And so,
like a blind date.
Yeah, kind of. And so, when I got down to the dance club, I'm like dancing with like, other chicks and stuff like that. And she comes up because I said, what I was going to be wearing. She comes up and she's much thicker than I expected. And I was just like, oh, hey. And then I just sort of just like separated, got myself lost in the crowd. And then I told my friend, like, let's get the fuck out of here. But,
Paul's backing away slowly. Hey, I'll be right.
What year is this?
That had to have been, let's see, I left for the Navy in 98. That had to have been in like 97. Yeah.
Yeah. I bagged the chick off AOL in 97, and it was like a sign of the times.
You guys keep saying AOL, and all I think about is these old discs in my mom's closet.
Yeah.
What?
You've got hose.
Yeah. So that's a short one. I got a much better one, but I'll let someone else go next.
Yeah, I'll go. I got a short one. It's not really all that exciting, but so this happened around 2015. Just graduated high school. I was on Tinder, and I happened to match with this girl. She's about, I was 18. She was about like 21. So, I'm excited. I'm like, man, I matched with the girl who's old enough to go to the bars and drink. Man, I felt special, man. I felt special, fellas. I was like, man, shoot, she might be able to sneak me a beer, man. But she's like a Latina chick, 5'2", and so we ended up talking on Tinder for a little bit, and then we ended up making plans to meet at a park, right? Well, I remember like it was yesterday. It was like 3:00. I said, let's meet at this park at 3:00 because I had a recording session. I was in a band. I had a recording session around like 4:30. And so she's like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, let's meet up. So I'm at the park, and 15 minutes goes by, and she don't hit me up. I'm like, yo, like I'm here. I texted her, I'm here. And then she goes, oh, we're still meeting up today? I'm like, bro. She's like, well, you didn't say anything about it this morning, so I figured that we weren't doing anything. I said, no, otherwise, otherwise I would have hit you up and we would have rescheduled. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, are you there right now? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, well, give me 5 minutes. I'll be there. I'm all right, cool. So 2 minutes before she comes, she texts me. She's like, are you sure you want to do this? And that's whenever I knew. I was like, something, something. Yeah. I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Sure? I'm like, yeah. She's like, are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, yeah. It's like, is there something wrong? There's something I need to know. Oh, I just, I'm just nervous. You never know with these online dating things. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, well, yeah, pull up. I'm here. And so she pulls up, and I can't really see who's in the car because the windows were tinted. It was tinted windows, but I could see like a figure in there, and she's like, texting, and she's like texting me. She's texting me. I'm getting notification on my phone. She says, "Oh, I'm in the car. Are you sure you want to do this?" I'm like, "Bro, I have a recording session in about an hour." I said, "Are we doing this or not?" Yeah, she's like, "Yeah." I said, "Are we doing this or not?" She's like, "Yeah. Come to the car. Come to the car." I'm like, "Come to the car." I'm like, "Damn." So I'm walking over. I'm slowly walking over there to the car, right? Because I don't know. I thought it might be my last day. I'm going over there to the car. Next thing you know, she comes out, looks absolutely nothing like her profile picture. It was like this white girl. Yeah, it's like this 300-pound white girl. She got Twinkie crumbs falling all over her face, all over her shirt and stuff like that. And I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at her. I'm at my phone. I'm looking at her.
Should be a crime, man.
It should be. It really should be.
Should be a damn crime.
She goes, you want to believe she goes, is there something wrong? As if like she's mad at me. She's like, is there something wrong? I said, yeah, you look absolutely nothing like this girl. She goes, well, I asked you if you were sure you wanted to meet up. If you felt suspicious, you should have just said no. I was like, trying to gaslight me, trying to make it seem as if like it was my fault. I said, bro, I have no time for that. I was so mad. And that was it. That was it.
Wow, man.
I was like, man, anytime somebody says, you sure you want to do this? Just know something's wrong. Not anymore.
So Spider Guy brought up a really valid point, right? Mm-hmm. It should be a crime.
Yeah.
It might be. Like, at what point does it cross the line to theft of somebody's identity? If you're using somebody else's pictures.
I've never experienced that where a woman's using literally someone else's pictures.
I've had like different race, different everything, different weight.
Same.
It's not even different human being.
The only time I've ever had that is on a dating app. There's lots of scammers on dating apps. They're trying to get you to go to like a porn site or something like that. And so they're using completely fake pictures or whatever, and they're pretty easy to spot. But I've never actually had someone present a whole different persona and then show up and not be any of those people. I've never.
Have you guys ever talked to somebody online, showed up on the date, and it turns out that you've actually been talking to a dude this whole entire time?
That's my story. That's my story.
Hey,
that's mine.
Let's go.
That's now wait a minute. Are we talking about it was a dude that's a dude, or are we talking about it's a dude that's transitioning into being a
That's
chick?
my story. That's my story.
Because I've definitely happened across a few of those, and I've set dates, man. And then they're like, "There's something that you should know," and you get like this dick pic, and like, I probably would have got coffee with you anyway, and I kind of want to know what makes you tick. But if this went somewhere and I found out later, you're a man, and I'm gonna beat you like one.
Chuck said, "I'll go get coffee with you."
I think I think it's important to say that transgenders that keep that a secret, that's dangerous.
That's against the law. That's actually against the law in a state somewhere. I think it's either Texas or what other state.
It should be against the law. I mean, for their protection, they're people don't take kindly to that kind of shit,
let me tell you my story, guys. My story is like all of that in ice cream and cake. So this is like 2018, I'm out of, I'm in college, not out of college. I'm in college right now, and I'm still trying to figure out who I was. Cause again, I was very sheltered as a kid, so I'm just like talking online. This was on, POF, Plenty of Fish.
They didn't let you take the mask off even back then, huh?
No, I had to wear the mask at all times, but so I'm on Plenty of Fish, and I meet this beautiful Mexican chick, big boobs, fat ass, everything. She's 5'2". She's 19 years old, and I'm just like, oh, she's cute. She's in the Manhattan area. Okay, cool. So, a couple weeks go by, we're talking about anime, we're talking about like what shows we like and stuff. And she messaged me, was like, hey, we should meet at Central Park around like 6. And I'm like, oh, okay, that'd be cool. I was much shyer back then. I was like, are you sure? Like, it's kind of soon. And she's like, no, let's meet up. So I was like, okay. So I had like put off the day. All my roommates were like, yo, we're gonna go to a party. I was like, nah, I gotta meet this chick in Central Park. I'm like, okay. They went off to Flushing to a party I should have went to. I'm out there, I'm walking around Central Park, and then I get a text message, oh, we're gonna meet over here. There's like a big rock in the front of Central Park, right as you go down past Times Square, right at the main entrance where all the horses are. There's like a big rock. So I'm at this big rock, it's getting dark. And all I hear is Spider Guy, because I'm not saying my name. I turn around and it's this like big dude. He's like 5'11", but he's got like a wig on and everything, lipstick, all that stuff. And I'm like, excuse me, who are you? And oh, it's Nancy. It's Nancy. And I'm like, no. That's all all I said was no. And I turned around. And then what happened next was like, well, I came all this way. I want to sleep with you. We're gonna do this right now. So it was like a quote unquote, I'm gonna try to grape,
Yeah.
So I'm walking and I hear this dude, this guy, this big, running, and I know martial arts and stuff and all this. So I turn around and this person's charging at me. So we're on a rock. So I just go, okay, trip. The person, he, whatever, trips, falls down the rock. I go down to make sure they're okay because I didn't want to make sure they're alive. Gets back up, charges at me again, and it's like, no, listen, this is gonna happen. Grabs my shoe, takes it off. So then I'm like, oh yes, this happened.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, man. Well, no, I'm a man. I'm a man. It doesn't matter. I'm a man.
Yes, right.
So I got pissed off and I hit the dude in the face, like just boxer hit it, knocked out cold. It was beautiful. Like it was like instinctive because I could tell, trying to grab my pants, bro. Hit him in the face as hard as I could, fell down. I get back up and I dust myself off. And then I get my shoe and I'm walking. And then the dude gets back up, maybe as I'm walking down, and maybe I went one block down. Dude gets up, is trying to come at me. And I turn around and and I yell this. I'm like, yo, 2 things will happen if you come near me. 1, I'm gonna kill you. Because this is not happening. I do not consent to this. I'm not interested. Leave me alone. Or 2, I'll run into traffic and you could try and chase me in traffic. What are you gonna do? And Nancy, quote unquote, goes, F you, F you. F you. You don't want to treat a woman, F you. And then it walks away. Then I call my dad and I'm like, hey dad, you wouldn't believe what just happened. This dude tried to grape me in Central Park. It was very interesting. It was a fun time. I knocked him down, got back up, tried to get me again, but then chose to walk away after saying that I can't treat a woman right or whatever.
Spider Guy, I do have a question. Why didn't you use your web slingers, bro?
I left them at home, bro.
I was gonna say, for those of you guys watching this right now, thinking that Spider Guy knocked out a woman, it was not a woman. It was the man with the wig and some lipstick on.
Yeah, and he tried to do things that I wasn't really cool with. And so, and what's weird is that when you're in that situation, honestly, I was still in disbelief that it was happening, first of all. So I was slightly hesitant. But then when I felt the person, they're coming at me, it's like, okay, I'm going to trip you. Instinct, I'm just going to kick you. We're on a hill. Falls down, get back up. You grab my shoe. Next instinct is to just punch you in the face. That's my instinct. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let you do that. But when I brought it up to some people at school, because again, I was still a college student. One of them was like, you're lying. That didn't happen, bro. What? You lift, man. You would. And I was just even just because I know how to fight doesn't mean I'm just out here trying to kill people or hurt people. You got to know, even in that situation, if I really hurt this person and they flip it, there's no cameras around. I could go to jail.
And with great power comes great responsibility. Everyone knows.
That's right.
Oh yeah, very true.
Hey, all I could think of when while you're telling that story, Black Spider Guy, is that one dude or that one woman in that GameStop that kept on saying, "It's ma'am. My name is ma'am. It's not sir." You guys watch that video?
Yeah.
It's ma'am.
Nah, yeah,
I've
I
seen
saw
that.
that.
How could you treat
I've
a woman
seen that.
like this? It's ma'am. I'm like, what?
But like, I don't know, man. It's just sad. And like I was telling, just like I just said a few minutes ago to Chuck, I feel like it should be a crime because I was almost, if I wasn't strong enough or if I didn't know how to fight, if I was any other guy, that would have been a man like
Yeah.
forced
Well,
to do
rape
something.
rape is a crime, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, that would have been
Dude, my whole thing is
it's
my,
just-
my whole thing is if you know for a fact that you're catfishing somebody, why do you even show up on the date? You know what I mean? Like if I just made like a dating profile, of like a really attractive woman, like I'm not, why would I even bother, making
I think
plans to
I think
meet
they
up with
feel
you?
that I think what they do is they feel that if they talk to you long enough and sweet talk you, if you see them, you might give them a chance. And it's that
Yeah.
hope they have. Like I talked to you, I made you like feel some type of way. So if I meet them now, even though I'm not what I'm supposed to be, maybe they'll give me a chance. Like that BS book,
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he's gonna
yeah.
love me for my personality.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
I-
Only in
I-
Disney movies. Only in Disney movies.
I probably got one that'll segue into that pretty good.
Mm.
All right, check.
All right.
All right, so going back now, 2010, I got my dating sales funnel going like full fucking bore, right? I'm all over Plenty of Fish. It's like a Thursday night, and I'm probably towards the end of 2010 because I don't even leave my house anymore. Like if I meet a chick online that's not already in my network, we look for common background, different people, all these different towns. So we know a lot of the same people. I'm talking to this blonde girl. I'm still friends with her till today. Like she's one of my Facebook friends, but she's like this volleyball chick. She's like 6 foot tall. I'm like 6'1", 6'2", whatever. It doesn't matter. She's significantly younger because let's face it, I just struggle to date anything over 25. And she just comes over to my house and she walks in and my roommate's still in the kitchen because he's the one working my dating profile. And he's hanging out and he's not getting lost. And I mean, this chick's, she's not exactly what she portrayed. She's a little bigger than normal. She's kind of subpar. She's maybe like $185, right? And he's not leaving. And I'm looking at him and he's like, "Do you want me to stay?" I'm like, "Nah, I got this. I'm just going to offend her and she'll get the fuck out of here." Right.
Right.
I mean, she's definitely a lot heavier than her pictures. And she's like, "So what do you want to do?" I was like, "I don't know. How about you get on your knees right now and suck my fucking cock?" And she did. And that's just like one more Facebook friend that supports everything that you do. Whatever. And it's weird. I even told Diana the story today. She's like, "Yeah, I went through all your messages. I know about it."
You just wait. So is that a catfish story? Because you still.
I mean, she was bigger in person. She was not typically something I would have done. And hey, 5 minutes into the conversation, get on your knees and take it. I didn't really think that's where that was going to go. I was really just hoping she'd be appalled and leave. And
I see.
I think when you've talked to them long enough, and like J-Rod said, like they think that they like you, it's a Disney fairy tale, whatever the fuck it is. Well, action happened a little quicker than you bargained for.
That's true because they like you more than you like them.
Yeah.
But then she got knocked up by some random dude who had twins, and now her kids go to school with my kids. We're friends.
Chuck has the greatest stories, man. I swear to God.
I'm telling you. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got another one. I've told this story on TikTok, not as a necessarily a catfish tale, but as someone asked why, or they asked if I thought hiking was a good idea for a date. And I was like, absolutely not for a first date. And I'll tell you why. And it's because of this story. So when I first got divorced in 2014, I found myself back on the dating circuit. I was like way overweight. I used to weigh like 230 pounds and I'm only 5'9". So, I was pretty plump guy myself. And I hadn't dated in 15 years. So I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Wow. And I met this chick and I think I met her on Plenty of Fish. and she looked really hot in her online profile, but that was before I learned that when they only do the fucking headshots, that they're hiding the rest. You know what I mean? She had the top down stuff, like Chuck's famous for the top down. She looks like she's a big fat pig. So I schedule a date. It's going to be a hiking date. But she needs me to come pick her up because she lost her driver's license because of a DUI. That should have been my first red flag. Right. But I was just like, yeah, no problem. And so
she likes to party.
Right. Yeah. So I met her. I drove all the way down to Montrose, Colorado, which is about an hour from me. I go and I say, okay, let's meet at Denny's and we'll have breakfast and then we'll go hiking. So I'm walking to Denny's and she's like, I'm in the back of the restaurant. I get there. She's easily 250, like 250 pounds easily. Just big girl too, like she's tall.
Did she order the Grand Slam breakfast or the Lumberjack Slam?
Dude, I don't remember, but
both.
I think she ordered probably both. She had a big ass breakfast. I did too, because like I said, I was 230 pounds. So I ordered a big breakfast, but I definitely remember walking in there going, oh shit, like this is not what I expected. And I was also a nice guy too. So it wasn't like I was going to just say, well, this isn't going to happen.
You were nice. You were a nice guy.
I was a total fucking simp, nice guy. Man. And so I walk in, pay for breakfast and everything. And then like, as we're walking out of the restaurant to go to my truck to then drive, an hour to go to where we were going to go hike, I looked down at her feet and she's wearing those like slip-on ballet shoes. You know what I'm talking about? And I go,
I thought you were going to say she had boobs.
No. But I look down and I go, do you have a change of shoes? I was like, we're supposed to go hiking. You know that, right? And she's like, oh, it's okay. I'll be all right. It'll be like Pocahontas.
Oh God.
And I was like, what the fuck? Oh, okay. So we drive and we go to where we were going to go hiking. And like, I like hiking. Like I go on serious hikes, like I go for like, 4 or 5 miles. Man. Yeah. I love it, And so I took her out to this desert place to go hiking and geocaching. And we must have hiked like 4 or 5 miles. And she was just so out of shape. She almost died that day. Wow. She started taking her jacket off and stuff. And she's like, just leaving it on the ground. She's like, I'm so hot and so tired. And I'm like, you can't just leave that shit here. What are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm so tired. She had like no water and stuff. And finally I was like, let's head back to the truck, And so I we walk, however many miles back to the truck. She's got blisters and shit, like on her feet because of the stupid shoes. We get back in the car. I have to drive her all the way back to Montrose to drop her off at work. And I remember just pulling up to her work and just going, what the fuck did I just do? Like this is like the worst dating experience I've ever had. And it was the first one after being married and stuff. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. And so, yeah, I go to drop her off and she's like, we should do this again sometime. I was just like, no. Yeah.
Do you ever just shake there? You go, so probably never going to see you again.
No, I'm not. No,
I can't do it. I can't do it, Chuck. I just never talk to him again.
Say good luck, Pocahontas. Good luck.
Yeah. What I do now, I learned this from Dating Essentials for Men by Dr. Robert Glover is, I'll give him a hug and say, yeah, it was nice meeting you. Best of luck in your dating. That's what I say. And that's usually code for, I'm never calling you again. And every once in a while they won't get the hint and then they'll text me afterwards and I'll be like, then I'll have to be like straightforward with them. Like, look, I didn't see a connection, but
just tell them the 4 magic words. I don't like you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I saw your TikTok on that today. Yeah.
Fellas,
Beautiful.
fellas, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna feel as if a weight has been lifted from your shoulders, man. Whew. It feels nice telling a woman that you don't like her, man.
It does.
I've had,
It does.
hey, I've had a woman. I don't know, I don't know if you guys have had this happen to you, but I've had a woman who I met off a dating app. They've shown up. This has happened more than once. They've shown up overweight. Not only were they overweight, but they brought a friend with them too.
What?
What?
I've never had that.
Yeah,
I've had,
never.
Never.
Man,
I've had the parking lot friend a number of times where they signal.
Friend.
Yeah, like where they'll hang out for like half an hour, and then they'll be like, "I'm just gonna go out to the parking lot to tell my friend that I'm okay with you."
Wow.
And on occasion, I've been like, "If the friend is as cute as you or cuter, do you want to ask her to join us? Because I can mac two hoes at once."
the more the merrier.
And but I've legit watched him outside the window of restaurants because let's face it, all my first dates take place at the same fucking place, so I know the layout. And I've legit watched him go and be like, "Yeah, I'm good. He's over there." And I'll like wave, and they'll just drive off.
Chuck, question: since you have your dates at the same place, do you have like a special card at this place? Like, do they know you as like a special person? Like, you have your own little like.
I only go places where I know people. It just works out better that way.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, like, I would legit, when I had, the dating funnel going full bore, I would open up a tab on Friday night, 6 p.m., and I would close it at brunch on Sunday.
Wow.
And it just worked better that way. But this just dawned on me. I might actually be a catfish.
What?
I don't know if I definitely told Paul this. I don't know if I told anybody else. I think I sent Paul some of my pre-written dating profiles. I don't use my face on dating profile pictures.
What?
Did I explain that to you guys?
No.
You sent me your bio. I don't think you ever.
Oh,
showed me
dude,
the pictures.
I'm gonna pump this thing up right now, and like my wife can attest to this. She just
Wait.
reminded me of
So,
this because
what do
she
you
walked
picture
right
of your
in.
arms? Your arms and your legs
No.
and your.
No, I was cool before it was a thing. I just have like these fishing sun mask pictures from like Brazil and other shit. Like, this is legit the dating. This is the dating profile picture that I met my wife off of.
This conversation totally went in a direction I didn't
Chuck.
think it would.
Chuck.
So
you
Chuck
look like
himself is a fucking catfish.
This is actually the one
Wow.
right here. Well,
Wait.
because like nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask, right?
Oh.
But then they have to actually ask for more pictures if they want to see your face. And women, they're not very visual to begin with. They don't look at fucking pictures, so they just read the shit out of your bio, which is like 4, 5, 6 paragraphs that I've been tweaking over the course of the past 10 to 15 years till it reads like 50 Shades of fucking Chuck. And I mean, it's a panty dropper. If they don't fall through the hoops, then I don't even bother. But then they have to request a picture, and
Chuck.
I mean, it works.
Chuck.
What?
Can I ask you a question? You look
Yeah.
like a guy that's gonna rob a store or is a part of a gang. And
I was going to
Well,
say
but
the
then-
same thing.
Okay,
Are you,
I was going to
Okay.
say the same thing.
okay, and I've had girls flat out ask me, "Are you a burn victim? Whatever." And the answer is just
Chuck?
no. I know a lot of people, and I don't necessarily want to use my face on this because a lot of times when you're on these dating apps, you see a lot of girls that you know locally, and a lot of them will even like message me first with the fucking mask, and I'll just completely ignore them. They don't know who I am, but once I start to get to know who they are, like I did with my wife, then I give them my name. They can Google it. There's plenty of
I
stuff
want
on
to
the
ask.
internet. They can just
I want to
read
ask
it.
Diana what she thought when she saw you in a bandana with glasses and a hat.
Do you really want to? Because I can bring her over here.
Yes.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, bring her over.
We got a question.
Just real
I gotta
quick.
Figure out how to turn this shit off. Come here. Get over here.
The thing is, I mean, women do like mystery, so it sort of makes sense.
Come on.
But
Drop
he
your.
looks-
Turn
He
my
looks like a
Bluetooth
bomber,
off.
though. like he's a serial killer. Man. Like if that was gonna be any picture, if there was gonna be any profile you skip over, it would be that picture.
Right.
like this guy's gonna kill me or something. But Chuck does things that I don't know
But
how
it's
they
so
work.
easy. Not I'm probably the worst looking guy in this podcast. Spider guy, we have to exclude you because we don't know what the hell you look like. But don't you feel like it's too easy if you show your face?
Okay, Diana, Diana,
Yeah.
Diana, please. When you saw this picture of Chuck wearing a red bandana mask and sunglasses and a did you think that this man was going to be the best man you could have? Like this was going to be it.
I don't know. I thought it was different.
Oh my god.
I like the guy behind the mask. So
Here's my other dating profile
Because I
picture.
was, yeah.
What?
Jesus
What in the
Christ.
world?
But so,
Wow.
but Diana, like, what did you think when you saw that? I mean, like, he has
Yeah.
no pictures of himself, and you're like, yeah, fuck it, let's see where this goes. Like, what
He was
What was your-
catfishing you.
what was
pretty
going
much,
through your
I
head?
don't know.
Yeah. At what point? At what
Yeah.
point? At what point did you think in your mind, someday that man is going to be my husband? I just want to know.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I've asked myself this question.
Diana, he's wearing a red bandana. He's literally turning to the right, looking up. He looks like a serial bomber in that picture. Like
Nice.
the
I
person.
don't know.
Okay, but the pre-written dating profile, and like we can maybe attach it in this blog. I mean, it does elaborate on why I'm hiding my face.
Can you read it? Could you read like a snippet of it?
Yeah, give me a second, and I will pump it up.
50
Isn't
Shades
it-
of Chuck, everybody. We're about to hear it. 50 Shades of Chuck.
I just want to know what I can write on my profile so that I can do better on Plenty of Fish myself.
Okay, you want to read this shit, or you want me?
You want me to read it for
Or
you?
you want to just use my reader?
Yeah, let her read it. I know you have your dyslexic.
Profile. No one cared who I was till I put on the mask. Single pops, 2 kids, and kind of a publicish figure. You're not getting my picture on here, but we can text or WhatsApp or whatever if you so decide. Dating me can at times be awkward in public places, but it's not as bad as it's been in the past. No more driver or private security. That's not to say someday soon I may need them back. I am not an A-list celebrity, but you must be ready for something different and unique. I am accomplished athletically, in business and science. I do not work a normal job, and people who have known me for a lifetime and work in the same field have difficulty understanding my work. I am often misunderstood and misinterpreted as a criminal just because I make money off what is perceived as misfortune, when the reality is quite the opposite. I help people when no one else can, and I am well compensated for the risks I take. And I have a bunch of muscles and tattoos, and I look kind of mean, and bad boys sh themselves when I go all Tom Petty. Any stand my ground and I won't back down. But hey baby, there ain't no easy way out. I will be honest with you. At times my honesty will shock you to the point of disbelief. Do not challenge me unless you are prepared for and with documented facts. Please don't ask for answers you can't handle. At 40 I can say I have slept with more than enough women for this lifetime. The next time I sleep with a woman, I'd want to at least like her and get to know her first. This does not mean I am opposed to casual dating. After all, we do have to get to know each other. But ultimately I am looking for someone as different and unique as myself, who sees the world in the same light. Hand in hand we shall embrace the madness together. If you are not into sexting, and are going to pretend you are offended by it, or the fact that talking to me can, and will, inevitably lead to fucking and possibilities long-term dating, please move along. I'm not going to randomly send you a dick pic, but I do happen to have a very aesthetically pleasing one, and I'm not shy. It's okay if you get easily offended. And if it goes that far, please let me know when it hurts. Perfect 1. Emotionally stable 2. Happy 3. Understanding 4. Supportive 5. Passionate 6. Sex is very important to her 7. She has a life of her own 8. Is not looking to latch on 9. A loving relationship with me is more important to her than getting married and shitting out kids 10. Believes in me and herself 11. Is confident and her confidence makes her sexy 12. Beautiful and presentable, yet she is a freak behind closed doors 13. Open and honest, there is nothing she can't tell me, and vice versa. Don't have one of these qualities? Tell me where you compensate. I'm a reasonable person. Interests. Fishing 420. I'm conversation starters, i.e. what you'd like to do on a first date. Please don't catfish me. I hide my face because I wish to remain anonymous. But when I show you, it will be me. You will know me when I show up. At the same time, I should know you from your pics, not feel shafted when we meet. A lie is a lie. If you Photoshop or facetune your pics, move along. Please be you. If you're fat, own it. If you're skinny, be thin. If you're ugly, be ugly. But most important, be you and be comfortable.
That's a
Wait a minute.
long fucking
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Wait.
That was the
wait just a
abbreviated
minute.
version.
Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Hold
Wow.
on.
There's so
Wait.
much to break down here.
Wait a minute. So
Jeez.
Diana,
You just
Diana,
got to write
you
a
read
romance
that.
novel.
Diana, you read that and said, "Yep, he's a one."
Yeah, I mean, he knows what he wants. He's honest about it. I like the upfrontness.
That criminal part. Where he's like, people think I'm a criminal.
Yeah.
That wasn't like scary or anything.
She was like,
That
"Ooh,
just-
he's a bad boy." Ooh.
I mean,
Ooh,
I
shit.
don't remember that part.
I mean, I for the first couple of weeks, I basically just tried to chase her away.
Is that it? Is that the ultimate secret, Diana? He tried to chase you away, but you were like thirsty for the
Oh no,
the thrill.
I don't like that.
I mean, and this is going to be full disclosure here, and this is no disrespect to Diana. She knows it too. Like, she's not the only one that dating profile has pulled. It performs really well.
Really? Can you tell me the effective rate, or like the percentage of? I'm a percentage guy. I want to know how effective is this at pulling in women?
I mean, I don't know how effective it is, but what we can do is we can relaunch it with exactly the same picture because nobody's going to know that it's me anyway. And
Yes,
then
please
all I
do.
would do is just cut, paste, repeat like a pickup line where it used to be, "Do you like margaritas?" And then they go into conversation buckets. But with Diana, it was, "Do you know how big a polar bear is?" And you say, "No, whatever." And then, like, big enough to break the ice. "My name's Chuck." Roll into the next joke. Roll into the next joke. It's just cut, paste, repeat. Cut, paste, repeat. And honestly, if they don't have a sense of humor, I don't really want anything to do with them to begin with.
Wow. Chuck, are you like
Yes.
low-key a god or something? Because
No.
you're just doing stuff that just go against everything, but it works like so well.
Did you ever
Is it
realize
because
that
it's
people
because
do
it's
as well?
you?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I-
Like, what's going on? Like,
No, I
Diana
don't know.
did you read all this? Did you actually read all of it?
Yeah,
Or were you like, "Oh, he had me at criminal"? Like, I say no more.
Did you skim it? Did you skim it? Be honest.
I did read it, of course. He messaged me first. He seemed very nice online, and I wanted to get to know him better. He did send me a picture of himself before we met.
I mean, I gave her my
And,
name. I
yeah.
even sent her a dick pic before we met. "Hey, here's the hardware. I just want to make sure this works out." You know, if it,
That's what that was. She was interested, but then she had or Chuck got her attention with that. She's like, "Oh,
well, yeah, those are down like the line. Even when you're going to send a dick pic, I like to make sure that I send ones that are at least entertaining. You could just send a dick pic, and then for a while I just send them if there was a girl in the background because otherwise it's gay. But then I got like really creative with it. Like, I have one with a pink bow emoji on it. It's like, "Here, I gift wrapped it for you." And I've got another one with the alphabet where it's like ABC, like picture my rod.
All right.
No, explain the first one that you said.
Which was that?
the Richard Nixon one."
Oh yeah,
He told-
the Richard
okay, he
Nixon
told
one
you
always
about it.
works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of the sales funnel too.
Oh
see-
my god.
But I've showed her screenshots too of other girls where they're like, "Who's that?" "Donald Trump's the president." It's like, wow, kill me now. Hey, can't
So-
take you serious. I was impressed. I was like, wow, this girl's 25 and she knows who Nixon is.
So Chuck, you were a catfish, but you used the catfish not as a ploy to trick people, but as a way to make a mask to test people. So you
Mhm.
basically created like a persona that's similar to a catfish, but I wouldn't say catfishing because you still were like straight up like, hey, I'm hiding because I don't want people to know. I'm willing to reveal. It wasn't like you were trying to completely like be a random person, right? Am I wrong to say that, guys?
Yeah, if I throw my face on Plenty of Fish or Match or whatever, especially now or definitely back then, by the end of the week I'd have like 29 chicks being like, "Hey Chuck, you're single?"
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and like you know a lot of them, and this lets you just ignore completely the ones that you know too that you have no interest in dating. So I mean that helped out, I think, tremendously. It just allowed me to ignore a bunch of pigs that I had no interest in even talking to, but now knew I was single and work at a restaurant down the street or someplace where I grab lunch or whatever. It's like there's just no interest whatsoever, but they're all on there. So I mean, it hides you from the general public and it hides you from people that you know. And I mean, by the time I give you my name and you do some Googling, it's like, holy fuck, this guy almost won the Mr. America and he's a millionaire and he's got all these fucking criminal charges pending. And he's got this and that and all this crazy shit. Like this guy is somebody. So now it puts me below being on a level playing field with everybody else, and it just lets me see how good my game really is.
I've seen women's profiles like that where they don't put any of their own pictures. It's like pictures of like mountain scenery and shit. Usually I immediately assume that they're
that chick.
that they're married, you know. That's what that's what I usually assume. And I don't go for them because I don't think it works out the same when with men, right? Like if you go on a date with like a mystery person and you don't know what they actually look like, 99.9% of the time she's going to be an ugly duckling. You know what I mean?
No, I usually
That's how it goes.
I don't show them a picture of who I was before we met up, and I don't think I've ever really gotten like a "ew, you're not my type."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do girls even care what guys look like?
Yeah.
I mean, I've said that to women before. You're not my type, but
I definitely think they do care.
Maybe
not on maybe not on the level that we care. They're more about the money and the situation as far as how stable you are. You're not a loser as far as like status.
Takes care of himself. He has good hygiene. He, keeps up with himself. I think that.
So you're saying that Chuck's status doesn't equate or add to anything? That doesn't make you go, wow, Diana. You're not like, wow, my man is put together and is a millionaire. That doesn't make you go, wow.
I think it's very cool, but I've never only gone for wealthy guys. I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference to me.
But if you throw that shit on a dating profile, it gets hard to keep up. And like on top of that, if you put your face on there, and I mean, Paul, you live in a small town. If everybody knows you, you throw your face on a dating profile. There's probably like 6 or 7 chicks immediately. They're like, "Hey, Paul."
Yeah, well, my name's not on the dating profile, but yeah, people I recognize chicks out in town all the time. Chicks that I've talked to, chicks that I see chicks that I've slept with and shit, like out and about.
Now I don't reject chicks that I know that I happen across in my day-to-day travels. I just ignore them.
Yeah.
Because my dating profile is Spider Guy. Okay.
It's a great way to get chicks,
Yeah, he's pretty buff, Yeah.
Nah, I'm not. I'm deep.
you know what I put on my dating profile? I just put my head with Spider Guy's body. That's me. They say send me a picture of you, and that's what I send them. They're like, wow, you're buff. I'm like, I know.
I work out. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we're coming up. We're coming up on an hour, man. So does anyone else have any?
Stare at Diana's face for a second.
I'm gonna stare at Diana's face.
Okay. But when I showed you my face, were you disappointed?
No.
Lies.
Why do you lie?
Lies.
Man. Hey, Diana, don't start lying. You're about to have Thanos' baby. How does it feel to know that you are about to have a baby of Thanos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little baby.
No. All right, guys. Well, we gotta wrap this up. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure that you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. You guys have been doing a really good job at doing that. I want to get to 500 subs. What about you guys? Let's try to get to 500
I want to get to
subs.
10K. I want to get to
Hey,
10K.
man, we gotta keep grinding. We'll get there, man. So thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Make sure that you guys buy our merch too. Okay, the link is in the description. All right.
Helps us grow, guys.
It helps us grow. It helps us grow. All right, guys. We will see you guys soon. Peace.